All right. Um, this is a video that is going to be more like a mentoring session. Okay. It's not going to be short. It's not going to be fast. It's going to be long. It's going to be lengthy. So if you want to listen to it fast, either you can take it at 5x the speed or 2x the speed. So those of you who are looking for a very short, oh, I want bits and pieces, please go to TikTok, go to another channel. This is not for you. This is a video about how to truly be indispensable, how to be like a linchpin, as Seth Godin says. Some people say how to be the best of the best, whatever, the 1%, whatever name you want to give it. But for me, I titled it How to Be Indispensable, whether it's your work, your industry, your business. Okay. Now, there are around 29 points. So this is going to take a long time. I don't want to go through it fast. In fact, if you look at it, 1 minute is already over. So watch this video. How I recommend is save this video that you can watch it whenever you want. So you can always get a refresher. This is the wisdom that I've taken not only from books, but from my practical life. It is not stuff that I've copied from someone else's podcast. It is from my own life. Okay. Yes, these ideas are universal. If you listen to Alex Hormozy or you listen to Tony Robbins or Tim Ferriss or Chris Williamson or David Goggins, there will be, overlap. But this is my perspective. I would recommend that you listen to it when you are having a shower, when you are going to the gym, when you are walking, when you're doing the dishes. This is what I do, and this is how I learn. And when you keep listening to this over and over again, it's not something you need to listen to it once. When you listen to it over again and again and again and again, it goes into your unconscious mind and it changes you. It makes you a very different person. It's like this, religion. If you want to truly spread your religion, you take a child and right from 0 to 7, keep repeating the same thing over and over and over again. That your God is real, that Allah is real, or Lord Rama, or Jesus, or whatever. There's a heaven, and you keep repeating it so many times. By the time you cross 7, or by the time you reach your 20s, you believe that's the absolute truth. So this, what I'm going to share with you, are values that will change you. Remember, I was a lost boy. I was, Indian boy, South Indian, no mother, no father to guide me. How did I reach where I'm? These tattoos, this controversy, this brand. Yes, I'm not earning 500 million every month, but I can tell you one thing. I'm very happy. I'm very happy what I'm doing. So, if you want to be happy, truly happy, so happy that even if someone gives you $1 million, no thanks. I know most of us would take it, but this will help you. Okay. So let's start the journey. Bookmark the time so that from here it starts. The first principle. If you want to achieve anything in life, first you need to have a goal. Now, here there is the right way to do it and the wrong way to do it. I'll tell you the wrong way and the right way. Wrong way is, I want to become a multi-billionaire. I want to become, millionaire, billionaire. I want to have 200 hotels. I want to have 60 super fast cars. I want to have 400 girlfriends. I want to have, 1 million US dollars in this, or I want to have 500 Bitcoin. Okay. Now, there's nothing wrong in having those goals. Okay, I want to win the Oscar and stand there, Okay. Whatever I shared with you just now, these goals, this is what I thought was goal setting. I wanted it. I'm very embarrassed to say I wanted all those things. Sadly, I never reached it. I never reached any one of those. Means I completed the whole thing. I never had multiple businesses, like you call them unicorn. I never had super fast cars. Girls, so I had, but I never had those super hot models. Then I realized something must be wrong here. But then, when I reflected on my life, there were some things which I achieved, and I achieved it exceptionally well. I was like, bloody hell, how did I achieve this? And those were small, doable goals, but slightly above my comfort zone. And some others were really outside my comfort zone. The best example I'll give you is the 21-kilometer half marathon. For a guy with a broken back, bad knees, borderline diabetes, blood pressure, breathing issues, heart problems, cholesterol, who couldn't even, because of steroids, I couldn't even run 100 meters. Here I was, I made this goal that I'm going to do 21 kilometers. And it was not like something, oh, one day, 21 kilometers. I tried, you call it jogging, no? Okay, it's actually running, like slow running. I tried jogging and I got after 50 meters. So I set a goal that time that my goal is to do 100 meters from 50, 100. So that became my goal. Small goal, 50 to 100 meters. For most of you, you'll be laughing. Okay. But I did it. Okay. Once I did 100, then I said, okay, now I'm going to do 200. Okay, from 100 meters to 100. Slowly, slowly, did it. 200. Okay, now let me try 500. 500 meters. Then I said, let me do 1 kilometer. And as I was doing this slowly, increasing my goals, one day I saw one guy running. Slim guy, and he was nicely breezing, like he was enjoying, he was in the zen. And I asked him, I went forward. I said, excuse me, are you a runner? He said, yeah. He was very helpful. His name was Rajesh. And then I said, could I join you? Because I was alone. He said, please, please, I'll be more than happy. Why don't you join? And but I told him I'm very slow and this and that. And he said, that's perfectly fine. I'll keep going front and coming back and forth, and you can join. I was very happy. I was like, wow, And I was struggling, but he kept going front, and then he would come back, and then he would again, like, he kept encouraging me. After we finished, a few little bit of a distance, he still had to go maybe 7-10 kilometers more. He said, see, listen, if you like, we do group runs. I said, no, I can't. No, 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 no. He told me that I was just like you. So if you notice in this one point, there are so many nuggets of wisdom. There was that I reached out to help. I went out of my comfort zone. I asked someone who's better than me. These points do help you. You need to reach out to others to help. People can say no, but you keep reaching out. You reach out to people who are better than you. You ask them for advice, ask them for assistance, and eventually you'll get someone. And then he told me that, why don't you join the group? And remember one of the old principles I gave you. When you join a group filled with people who have the same goal as yours, you will you'll achieve your goals faster. And like they say, the rest is history, whatever. I joined the group. I was the slowest at first. I was the last. Slowly, I kept improving. And guess what? From that 1 kilometer, my next goal was actually, in my mind, it was 1.5 or 2 kilometers. But he told me that I want you to make a goal. End of the year, you'll do half a marathon. I said, half a marathon? How much is half a marathon? He said, 21 kilometers. I said, I can't even do 1 kilometer. He said, trust me, every guy who joined, they couldn't do 1 kilometer. They end up doing 21. And lo and behold, because of his experience and because he knew something I didn't know, well, guess what? End of the year, I did do my marathon. In a humorous, the thing is, I was the last person to complete, but it didn't matter. You won't believe. There was actually a guy with crutches with one leg. And I was with him. It was embarrassing, but at least from a guy who couldn't do 100 meters, I did that. So the first point, you see how much of how many points of wisdom are there in this one point? It is having a small goal, then the next goal, then the next goal, then meeting up with someone and taking their wisdom, taking their guidance. I didn't go to my mother, I didn't go to the father, I didn't go to the priest, I didn't go to my best friends. No, I went to someone who is in that industry. And lo and behold, he gave me what he thought was, in his wisdom, in his experience, what was best for me. And I kept that goal. I kept that goal end of the year. And remember, after the goal was end of the year, it was time bound and specific. End of the year, 12 months. Example. That means 21 kilometers, 12 months. If I go 6 months, that is half, means from 21 kilometers, it comes down to 10 kilometers. Okay, so now 6 months. 10 kilometers in 6 months. Bring it down to 3 months. From 10 kilometers, it has to be 5. So then when you divide 3 months into 5, let's say 5 divided by 3, say around 246, 2 kilometers, 2 kilometers per month. And then when you break down the 2 kilometers per month, 4 weeks, so every week, you should be 500 meters and progressing. So 500 meters, next week, a little bit more. So you get what I'm saying, how it breaks down? That is the same way you do for losing weight. You want to lose 12 kilos in 1 year, break it down into per month, break it down into per week, and then you'll know per day how much you have to lose. Now, the only limitation for this is there are limits how much the body can do. Let's say I decide, okay, if I lift 1 kilo extra every month, after 100 months, I'll lift 100 kilos. It doesn't work out that way. So there are limitations, use common sense. But you get my first point. All right. So that was the point number 1. Have a specific goal, something that is out of your comfort zone, like my 21 kilometers. I got myself a mentor. I got myself a running group, common interest. I had a structured program. They came every week. And every day I knew what had to be done in that specific goal. Okay, so that's point number 1. Point number 2. Before I go, point number 2. Remember, my first goal was I want 20 hotels or 60 hot girls and all that. You see the difference between this goal versus that? That one is all bling bling and big, and it's not that there are people who don't have a $1 million goal or 10 million or whatever. But more than the money, if you dedicate your life to money, okay, that's fine. But more than the money, if you do what is focused on your abilities, you'll enjoy the journey more. The money will follow. That I'll speak more in the next point. Point number 1, okay? Let's not mix many things. Point number 2. Same thing which I did with the marathon, half marathon running. Every single day, I did something with regards to this goal. Every single day, without fail. I would daily do 100 meters, 1 kilometer, or I would do stretching, or I would go to the gym. So every day there was something practical related to that goal. If I take you through what I'm doing today, have you noticed every day 3 videos, no matter what happens? So I have a everyday doable routine. Every day I get up in the morning, I have a black espresso. This is my routine. Huh? Every day I go to the gym. I'll do a simple workout. I'm serious. My workouts are not like a structured program, like hardcore. Because if you do hardcore, sometimes you can get burnt out. Yeah, unless you're planning for the Olympics. What I do is, my goal is go to the gym and do something you enjoy. Because that is not a high priority goal, but it's an important goal. I'll tell you what I did the last 3 days. I did chest and I did back. 3 days ago, it was very hot and humid. I was really not in the frame of mind. I went to the gym. I was like, one of those days, I was like, I want to do it. So I took the lightest weight I could do, lightest. And I just did relaxingly. I did it so effortlessly. I think my wife could have done the same weight. And I did, and I was listening to music. Then I went to the chest. La, 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 la. I was enjoying the motions. I was walking around, but I finished my exercise. I said I'll do 10 sets light. Okay, I did. It was not. Was it a amazing workout? Was it an incredible session? Was I sweating? Was I huffing? No, no. But I did my daily routine. Sometimes, even when I make my videos, take it from me, my videos are not the best. When I listen to my videos, I'm like, oh man, this sucks. Seriously. Sometimes I listen to my video, I'm like, ah, this is crap. But my commitment is every single day I have to upload a video. Okay, if the video is really crap and embarrassing, I'll delete it off. But the goal is I have to publish. When you put that kind of pressure on yourself that I will do it, even if it's not perfect, trust me, you're progressing. So I was telling about the gym, no? I went and did a bullshit workout. The next day, it was bugging me. Yeah, I did a bad workout. Today, I'll try to do a little better. I increased the intensity a little bit more, kept it standard. I felt a little good, a little bit better. Came back, but it was still bugging me. I don't know why. It was still bugging me. Man, you didn't put your intensity. You'll be surprised. I went today again and I did the same chest and back workout. This time I did it proper, not super heavy, nothing. And guess what? It was a great workout. I enjoyed it. And I realized I did justice. Now, I can say the same example where my videos are concerned. Some of my videos suck. Some are okay. Have you seen my videos where I do the comedy, the funny stuff? You seriously, you seriously think that it is easy? You seriously think that every video I put out, I'm like, wow, this is a masterpiece. Chris Rock, eat your heart out. George Carlson, the comedian has come back. Russell Peters, I'm going to leave you unemployed. No, man, come on. I know sometimes my jokes suck. I know sometimes, man, this is boring. But then how else will you learn unless you do it every day? And I know some of you will say, okay, what if I make a video and I don't upload it? I don't upload, I just make a video. That pressure is not there. It's a very different pressure. I challenge you, put a video. Okay, I know you're not a YouTuber, but I'm giving an example. Put a video of you, record it, and put it up online. Just put it up online for the world to see. For it, never delete it. Do this with a video every single day. I do 3 videos now. Do it every day. I can challenge you this one. You will be so conscious because your image can spoil. People will laugh at you, mock you. Some people might even lose their respect. They'll be like, man, I thought you were smart, intelligent. You're a dumbass. They will judge you. That pressure is something else. You think people only admire me? There are so many who give me left, right, and center. They're like, oh, what a pathetic YouTuber. Whoa, look at your views. Yuck. Look at your subscribers. Ha ha. What a dumbass. You're a failure as a YouTuber. Yeah, you get all those comments. But you need to have a thick skin, man. At least I'm doing something for my goal. They are not doing anything. They are critics. And the best part is, if you are in that place, the best way for you to have resilience is, remember, he is putting his face up your ass and complaining, oh, the smell is bad, yuck. Am I going to him? No, I'm not bothered about him. I'm bothered about myself. He is bothered about me. So that's another bonus point in the second one. So every day I get up, I have my black espresso. As I'm drinking, I'm checking the comments, replying to my customers, planning, already planned my day, but I'm just making sure everything is there, getting into the zone, Then I go to the gym. Why go? Because I know I'll be lazy afterwards. After I finish the gym, have a cup of tea, make 1, 2, 3 videos or my client work. And then after that, you know, edit, publish, and then client work. Then maybe like right now, it's 1 in the night, 1:30. I'll make a video again and then go to sleep. So simple. In between, I'll play a video game. Now I'm trying my Steam Deck, OLED. I'm trying new games on this, new experiences. I'm playing my uh, you know, mobile game. So I have a daily routine. I have my diet in the sense what I love to eat. I plan out all these silly things. So it's a part of my routine. It's not just a work; it's an enjoyment also. Spend some time with the kid or with the wife, 15, 20 minutes, whatever. So have a doable routine every day. And this video is getting long, yeah. It's 20 minutes. Woo! Ah. Let's see how long we can go. Okay, so this is point number 2. Point number 3, invest in yourself. You must have heard this. Don't worry, I'm not trying to sell you my services, but I am trying to sell you this concept. You must have heard of my at marathon running. How I finally, after I joined the running club, I was coasting along. I was in my comfort zone, but it's at least doing something rather than nothing. But then everyone started to improve except me. I used to watch YouTube videos. I used to, mix with people. I didn't take it seriously. And every person who came after me was slower than me, older than me, was started to defeat me and beat me. And I was like, what the hell is going on, man? Everyone's getting better than me. And I was always the last guy to finish the race. Until, people have this habit and tendency to make fun of you, laugh at you, mock you. You take it, keep quiet. Until one day, it was not funny. And a 50-plus-year-old guy, his name is Santosh, he made fun of me, and I don't blame him. I used to also make fun of him. But he insulted me in front of everybody. I'll make a separate video on that. I'd made old time. It's an old video. He mocked me and said, the day you can defeat me in running, I'll change my name. And everybody laughed. I didn't find it funny because I was embarrassed in a group of 30, 40 runners, kind of a community. I was the butt of everyone's jokes. Where on one side I'm respected as a coach, here everyone's mocking me. So I couldn't take it. So I decided I'll get a professional coach, which was expensive. At least that's what I assumed. So for 6 years, I tried to beat the guy. I couldn't beat the guy. 6 years. And every time I tried, I failed. Finally, when I got this Olympic coach, which you guys know about, if you have seen my videos, Olympic coach, $500, 150 dollars an hour, $100 for 3 to 4 hours. He gave me a package. It was damn expensive here. But I decided I'll take his coaching for a year. I booked it. I made up my mind, 1 full year. I don't care what it takes. You'll not believe what I struggled to improve in 6 years. What I could never achieve in 36 years of my life. What I never thought was possible. It is impossible. Imagine being a college student and being able to run with perfect health, with a damaged back, bad knees, overweight, everything. I ran every kilometer within 5 minutes. I challenge you, try doing this. Run 1 kilometer in 5 minutes. Okay? But just be careful, it's very taxing. And if you don't have any experience or if you have weak heart, you can even collapse. Take medical advice before you try that. Or try on the treadmill. Run 1 kilometer in 5 minutes. Now, I want you to run same 1 kilometer around 12 kilometers. Each one in 5 minutes. You'll come to know how much I had improved. I never thought possible. In fact, the whole running community, when they found out what I achieved in 6 months, nobody could believe. They cross-verified, they checked. Some even said, "Oh, you must have taken steroids." But then it was not possible even with steroids. What they didn't know was I followed a structured program, 3 days a week, 3 full days. I'm not talking of 1 hour training. Morning dedicated until afternoon, food and sleep. uh, After afternoon, food and sleep. Evening again, training, and then food and sleep, and next day prepare for the next day, because I needed to, do work and do normal stuff. So in a week, 7 days, 3 days, 1, 2, 3 would go only for training. And in between the sandwiched days, I was preparing for the next day and balancing out my life. It was so extreme that I enjoyed the journey, but I said I can never do it again. Never, ever, ever. Because the money, the time, the effort. Imagine getting up in the morning at 3:30 or 4 o'clock and starting your day disciplined. Sleep every day, sleep sharp at 9 o'clock. For a guy who could not sleep at night, who was a night owl, has to literally take those, medicines that give you make you a little drowsy, which I don't recommend. I had to sleep by 9. Then only then I could get up by 3 or 4. Oh, I never missed a single day of training. It was crazy. The effort that I put, supplements, nutrition, workout. I had logs. I had even a heart rate monitor to monitor my heart per kilometer, notes. I used to go for Ayurvedic massage. I used to go for deep tissue massage. I used to go for nutritional planning. I used to go to check my blood work. Oh, it was crazy, man. I trained and lived like a professional athlete. So, well, the goal that I could not achieve in 6 years, I did it in 6 months. It was all because of coaching. If you want to break barriers, if you want to achieve greatness, coaching is the way. No Olympic runner or athlete, no mixed martial arts fighter, no one who has achieved greatness, even businessmen. There are many families, Indian families, that bring their children in and they mentor them right from childhood. You cannot, you cannot improve. Yes, reading helps, listening to podcasts helps, self-improvement books help. But that is not as powerful as coaching. So invest in yourself. If you get a world-class coach, he will kick your ass. You may not like him. He will make you cry. You might question his character, whatever. It doesn't matter. You focus on what matters to you. You're improving, you pay him the money, you trust him, trust the process, you'll achieve your goal. And for me, I achieved something I never thought was possible in my life. Number 4, Simon Sinek, he said this, no? You must have seen the video. It's viral. Start with Why, a best-selling book. I watched that video many times. He spoke about Apple fanboys. How does it apply to you? Why are you doing what you're doing? Like, why do you do it? I get many times I get people asking me, "Hey, Loy, man, why the hell are you putting out 3 videos a day? You can just put one." People ask me, "Why don't you spend time with your daughter, your wife? Why are you sitting down like this? For what? Why is it that you're wearing this old shirt? Why don't you buy a brand new shirt? Why don't you enjoy life? Go for holidays, travel." I can afford to do that. Right now it's 1:37. I'm doing my work. Why? Is it the money? YouTube, this what you're watching, YouTube. I'm being transparent, totally transparent. I don't think this video is going to go viral at all. I know 100%. I have been running this channel for 12 years. It'll what? Get maybe 1,000 views? 1,000 views, how much will I get? $1? Seriously, $1. $1 for this video. So why am I doing it? They'll say marketing. You'll say, oh, people will see you. Would you do it? Would you put 12 to 14, 16 hours a day, if you had the money to do a task that pays you $1 a day, I can spend time with my client and make $500 for just 2 hours. Why am I doing this? It is because what Simon Sinek said, and it is what I'm telling you. Start with why. Define your purpose. Some people say do what you love or love what you do, or you know, I I I love this. I love talking. That's number one. I was born to talk. I love to talk. I love to communicate. I love people giving me their attention. So obviously, okay, here there's nobody other than you. But I know it's going around the world. But it is something I love doing. It is my brand. It is the Loy Machedo brand. It is something that I believe in deeply. I used to train, coach people from the age of 20. I used to do it for free those days. In fact, I never knew YouTube pays money. Seriously, I just thought it was you post a video and that's it. I really didn't know that you have to register yourself if you want to get paid. You attach your bank account. I really didn't know. And the day I found out that YouTube pays money for views means the ads and whatever, I found out $55,000. This you'd know if you saw my previous year. $55,000. I had not claimed it, so I lost it. I was like, huh? $55,000? Well, money doesn't hurt. But like I said, today, when I make this video, I can put something about Hindu Muslim, some chaos, or some politics, or controversy, or girl, or sex, or Modi bashing, or something. I know I'll get much more views. That's not the point. The point is, why? Why do you do what you do? Are you doing what you love? There are people who do it for money. Mr. Beast, he loves breaking world records and views. He seriously doesn't care about the money. Money matters, but he's doing a lot of charity work. I don't know if you're a fan of his. If you're not a fan, you'll not buy a word I'm saying, but I'm telling you, whatever money he gets, if he gets even 10 million, he'll put the 10 million into his videos. He just wants views and subscribers, and he's breaking records. 400 million. He has got the YouTube awards that nobody else has, that plaque or whatever. I'm hoping to get my small little plaque, 100,000 subscribers. He has 400 million, but he is focused on his goal. Like, there are people who are obsessed. David Goggins, then there is, to the point of someone's detriment, like Ronnie Coleman. He's a bodybuilder. You can Google search. David Goggins is going to be same like Ronnie Coleman very soon. He doesn't have cartilage in his knees. He's running 200 miles. That's a bit of abuse. But anyway, it's his life, it's his goal. He has defined his purpose. He knows what he loves. So just as I was criticizing Ronnie Coleman and David Goggins, there are people who criticize me. They're like, what the fuck, man? You don't have a balanced life. You don't spend time with your kid, your daughter. Because that is not my why. My why is for me. What is your why? Why do you do what you want to do? There are some people who say, I want to earn 100 million and retire in some third world country. Fine. That's your why. It's nothing wrong. There are people who have called me, clients, customers, tell me that they want to have sex every day with a new girl. Well, okay. All right. Imagine they are in their 60s and they're telling me they want to have sex with a new girl every day. Okay. If that is your why. So find out what is your why. The most important reason for this is because there will be days where it will be tough. There will be times where you'll not want to do it. You'll just want to quit. Um, there will be many tough times. But if you have your why very clear, you will fight through it. There have been days where I'm not feeling like making a video. I've been sick. I'm in a bad mood. Video is just not coming out. I maybe don't have I've not achieved my target for the month. I'm under stress. It's because I'm clear about the why. I continue posting the videos. Try having a YouTube channel for nearly 12 years with hardly enough views to pay you even $100 a month for 12 to 16 hours of work. Unless you know the why, never going to happen. That's point number 4. Point number 5, you have to be obsessed. It's 1:43 in the night. I'm making this video. Right now I can watch a movie. I can play a video game. I could rest. I'm feeling sleepy, to be honest. I want to play some new video game. That's what I like. I want to watch some new movie. I want to relax, man. But you know what's a funny thing? More than the game, more than all this, I love doing this. I'm serious. I love doing this. Man, I'm crazy about this. Even if I'm being honest with you, even if I win 10 million US dollars, one guy had asked me, what if you win 10 million US dollars? Would you stop your YouTube? I said, no, rubbish. Just keep it in the bank. Interest will come. I'll continue this. Even if I become rich, super rich, ultra rich, richest guy, continue. You should love what you do. And you should be obsessed about it. When I eat, I think about my video and clients, yes. When I'm eating, when I'm going to the gym, I'm thinking the same. When I'm sleeping, when I wake up, in the shower, except sex, I, yeah, there are times where I even thought of work when I was having sex. I was like, okay, what is next after this? Yeah, just don't tell my wife about it. But I'm pretty sure even if someone did, she'd be like, I'm not surprised. This guy is crazy because I'm obsessed about my work. Yeah. You need to have that level of obsession. You cannot be normal. You cannot be a balanced person. You have to be obsessed. I'm so obsessed that I want to work until the day I die. If I came to know I'm going to die, mm, okay, I'll spend some time with my wife and kid. Maybe I'll get them cuddled together and make a video. I'm like that. So be obsessed with your goal. Obsessed that people should wonder, is something wrong with you? Don't do it on purpose, but it should come naturally. Only then you will be indispensable. You'll achieve your greatness. Number 6, he is a world champion of public speaking in Toastmasters. It's a non-profit organization. His name is Dave Ross. I think he won the world championship in 1991. Funny thing is, he added me on Facebook. I watched him in 1991. For me, he was larger than life. He added me because he found my speaking skills entertaining or something. I don't know how he found me. And I told him, I watched your video of you winning the world championship when you were like 20 years ago or something, 25 years ago. 1991, no? Yeah. And I told him, I remember one advice you gave to achieve your greatness. He was very shocked. He was like, okay, what is that? And I told him, you said, never let anyone out prepare you. Don't let anyone outwork you. So yeah, I said that. How do you know? I said I bought educational programs those days. You know, the tape, no? To with a pencil. It's you can just say audio tape. Just Google search, you'll find out. Said we used to put it in a boom box or the cassette deck player or with a Walkman. Just to listen to what he used to say. He was very surprised. And I took his words to the heart. Never let anyone outwork you. That means I'll work so hard. You'll quit, but I will not. And I never let anyone outwork me. That doesn't mean it doesn't mean that there is nobody who has done that. If you see the most obsessed actors, Nicolas Cage, no? He was so obsessed about his craft in terms of movies. He got his teeth removed without, anesthetic, that numbs the thing. Anesthesia, whatever. He was doing a movie scene. He wanted to show pain. So he said, don't put anything, remove the teeth. I don't know which movie was that. Daniel Day-Lewis, to play one of his scenes, I think he asked them to lock him in a jail, solitary confinement for months and months. Even Heath Ledger for Batman. He dressed up like the Batman and locked himself in a hotel room with no friends, no family, no phone, no nothing, something like that. He became mad. Even Jim Carrey is known as a method actor. Daniel Day-Lewis, I was telling that guy, for this movie, My Left Foot, an award-winning movie, he taught himself, pay attention, he taught himself how to write with his left foot, pencil and pen, how to write. Let that sink in. That is the level of obsession. That is the level of hard work. So Dave Ross's nugget of wisdom, never let anyone outwork you, is something I'd highly endorse. You must have that, or you can't survive. So never let anyone outwork you. Number 7. This is a trait which is very powerful. I do this every day. And I can say this is one of the core reasons why I'm successful. Master the art of communication, verbal as well as written. Verbal is when you talk, written is. That is why I don't like to use ChatGPT. It destroys your muscles to do that. Many youngsters from India, many youngsters, they think, they feel good, they feel proud. Oh, I can write this amazing answer and copy paste it in on the email, on the YouTube comments, and you're destroying your, critical thinking process. You're literally handing over your skills to that machine and making the machine better. Well, guess what? Once you go in front of your boss, manager, or your colleagues, and one day you have to do it in front of them, you'll not be able. This is actual fact. Huh? You'll not be able to even think. You'll not be able to even get the word. You'll be like, what is that right word here? What is the right word? I could not write. Seriously, I could not write an email for more than 4 5 lines. I was just blank. I just couldn't. I didn't know how to write a letter. I was like, dear sir, then the address, then the date, then my name, then the date. Okay, then the subject. What do I put? How do I write? Dear sir. Just imagine. In my 30s, I didn't know how to write. 30s. I didn't even know how to write an article of 20 to 50 words. My first article, I remember. This was actually my first. I wish I'd never deleted it. I deleted it because I was so embarrassed. I wrote, I had a I had a ball thrown at a wall, which was very tall, and it made me look very small. Um, just all, like L rhyme, and I thought that was a article. I didn't know better. Well, from there, 20 words. There was no chat GPT, there was no Google, nothing. Even if Google, I didn't know how to use it. 20 words every day, then became 50 words, then became 100 words. Kept at it, kept at it. Today, if I want to, I can write a 3,000 to 5,000 worded article. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect. I'm not saying there will not be grammar mistakes, spelling mistakes, but I can do it 3,000 to 5,000 words. In fact, the video that you're seeing, um, I've spoken for 21 hours nonstop. 21 hours. Obviously, bathroom breaks in between. This didn't come just suddenly. I didn't learn this suddenly. The skill of talking like this without a script didn't just happen overnight. It is 30 years of speaking. I've been a public speaker, I've been a communicator for 30 plus years, man. Like, you get better at it as you do it. Like, the first time I made a YouTube video, I think I took around 2 weeks to make a video. Microsoft, I remember using Microsoft, had some video editor or something, 1 to 2 weeks. When I used Final Cut Pro, I was struggling. One video, same, a week or every 3 days. Then it became one video every 2 days, to edit one video per day. Today I can make a video and shoot, upload, publish all in 1 hour. So that is because I keep practicing that skill. So there are many points that I'm giving in this one point, but the written and communication skill is the basic foundation which will help you succeed. If you don't have this, you cannot succeed. You will never succeed. If you can afford a secretary, fine. But then it's not exercising your skill. You can have a script writer, fine, but it will not make you a good speaker. The greatest orators, speakers, communicators in the world, they did it by themselves. That's why, so many of these debaters, Charlie Kirk, Ben Shapiro, Zakir Naik, Sadhguru, yeah, they do have script writers. Yeah, they do have mentors, trainers. But they practice, they improve their skills. How do you think I got better? How do you think stand-up comedians like Russell Peters speaks for 45 minutes, everyone's laughing and rolling in laughter? You think he just comes out with the script sitting at home? No, they go to each line. Robin Williams, yeah, was a stand-up comedian. He said every month or every year, it took him to get 1 minute every year. So for a 45-minute special, he said it took me 45 years because each line had to be refined. I know it's a bit extreme and exaggerated, but in order to improve that skill, that is the level of madness that you need to give it. Please don't use ChatGPT and OpenAI as a replacement tool. Use it to, after you finished everything, after I finish everything, spelling mistakes, okay, like Grammarly, all that, fine. Don't do it with the core. You'll destroy your brain cells. And once you're accustomed to something, it's like, shoes, your feet. You see the children in the village, they can run in a forest. Thorns, stones, glass pieces, nothing. You've seen barefoot runners? I was a barefoot runner. They've run 20 kilometers, 40 kilometers, nothing. Their feet are strong. You try without your socks, walk. You'll be, even now it's sensitive because I lost that muscle. I lost the strength which I had. If you don't exercise the muscle, it's gone. So please learn the art of verbal and written communication. It's the only way for you to survive in today's day and age. Please don't use these OpenAI, ChatGPT. They'll make you addicted to them. Number 8. If you don't know how to sell yourself now, you can't survive. The greatest successful people in the world are ones who know how to sell themselves. Andrew Tate. I need not go further. So much of bullshit that he spews. But man, he is good. Donald Trump. Yeah, I know you may not like him, but he knows how to sell himself. You'll say, yeah, he bullies, he blackmails, he this and that. But guess what? He has the money. He's making it. He's playing his cards right. He knows how to sell himself. He knows how to network. Every person he meets, he uses his charm. Most of the cult leaders in the world, Sadhguru, Joel Osteen, Zakir Naik, they know how to sell themselves. Instead of bad mouthing and bitching those guys, do you know how to sell yourself? Simple question. Do you know how to sell yourself? You don't know how to sell yourself. Get it. You should know. If you don't know, you'll not survive. How do you think me sitting in Samui, an island outside Thailand, I have customers from around the world? I'm not saying I get millions and millions of customers. Every video that I post, I'm selling something. And I'm not like the type. There are different ways of selling. Some people say, "Oh, please like, please subscribe, please come to my course." You want to learn the seven figures, how to earn seven-figure income? Sign up right now and check the free video. That's a way of selling also. In my case, the way that I do selling is building trust. It's it's a long term. There are you must have seen, no, in my comment section, there's one guy. His name is Swastik Patel. He's been following me for 5 years now. Why? Because he gets something of value. Not that he's in love with me. There are people who have followed my channel for 11 years. I know you'll say, "Oh, jobless." Yeah, because I offer them value. I know how to sell. So what is my strategy? I give them something of value for free. That's also selling. Huh? Hey, I want something of value. Who do I go to? That's also a form of selling. Figure out what works well with you. Free, fee. But remember, my strategy is long term. That is why I never go to, "Please, sir, please give me, sir, 1 hour I charge this much, sir. Please give me one chance. One chance. I'll give you a discount, sir. I'll give you extra." No. I sit at home. People send me an email. People send me a message. How much? I want 1 hour. I want 20 minutes. Yeah, take it or leave it. They come to me. I don't go to them because I identified a need, which is another point. This I identified a need, a target market. I know what they want. I was in their shoes, so I give them. But I know the art of selling myself. I know how to create value. How do you create value? Do you join a community? Do you join a group, Facebook group, WhatsApp group? Do you give people free advice, free guidance? Are you someone in the community or who always takes care of people? How do you sell yourself? There are other ways also. People show an expensive Rolls Royce or Lamborghini or sitting in a private jet, hot females. That also is a way of selling. And there are people, "Come on, sir, you better take this. I'll give one plus one. Come on. Do you want final price? You want to take direct, indirect ways of selling?" So you figure out what is your way. I've done all of them, at least most of them, except the internet. I call it begging or I don't know, hustling or whatever. It's not my style. That's why you'll never see me in my videos. Please like, please subscribe, support the channel, tell your friends. You check my videos 12 years ago, so I've never done it. I know, I just don't like it. So learn the art of selling yourself. Number 9. Number 9? Yeah. Be likable. Now, what do I mean by be likable? Be likable, some people mistake it for they'll smile, they'll show like this, or "Hi, sir, it's so nice to meet you. Oh, wow." Or the girls will wear sexy clothes. "Oh, it's so nice," and give a hug. They'll give like this. Or you meet your boss and, "Sir, it is so amazing to see you, sir." Like you wag your dog, like your tail. Like, why dogs are so loud? They know how to wag their tail. Cats don't know how to do that. That's why dogs show the enthusiasm. So you can be like that. But then if you actually look at me, I'm not a very likable guy. I have my strong views. Literally sometimes insult people. So how is it that I'm likable? What does likable mean? I'm not saying be likable in the sense that there are two extremes. One is be a kiss ass, which you need to be in the world of politics and corporate life. Or you can be the other extreme where you can be like a Dan Pina. You can Google search this guy. He literally abuses people. People pay him like 15, 20, 30,000 dollars, and he says, "You son of a bitch, you're a fucking loser, and you're a piece of fucking shit," and he will abuse you, insult you, and all that. People wonder why the hell does someone go to him? I'm not asking you to be that also. Although if it works for you, it works for you. I'm somewhere in between. I'm not going to kiss your ass. I'm not going to encourage you. You've seen the movie Dangal, no? Great movie if you have not seen it. It's a Indian father, true story, based on a true story, who makes his daughters like Olympic kind of champions, winning gold. Although they don't reach Olympics, they international stage they win Olympics. Hogarth, Hogarth sisters, yeah. So there's a scene in that movie where he says he never tells the daughters, both the daughters, who from childhood he has been trained. He never says congratulations, never. Even though they win every school, state level, regional level, national level, it's almost like 10 years, 15 years, or 20 years. But he never congratulates them, never says shabash. Shabash. It's like, wow, amazing. Until in the end, when they win the gold, well, the daughter wins the gold in one of the toughest wrestling matches, he says shabash. And the daughter really cries. I'm more like that. I'm very genuine. At least I like to believe. I only give a compliment when it should be done. I'm not the type who, okay, with my daughter, she's a baby. I can't keep that standard. So when she shows me a drawing, it sometimes can be silly or stupid. I'm like, she's showing me because she wants appreciation. I'll say, good, good, good. Nice, nice. Like a puppy dog, you know. But with my clients, I'm not like that. With my clients, I tell them, see, listen, I'm hard nosed, tough love. Still want to come? As in, be my student. It's not just the money. Can you survive? Can you sustain? I'll give it on your face. And that's what they like about me. They like the fact that I'm genuine, I'm honest. I don't play these games. So that's how I'm likable. How are you likable? Are you the kiss ass, sweet, sweet mouth, they say in Thailand? You give very nice sounding words. You're amazing, you're sexy, you're this, you're that. Romantic, when I wanted to get girls, I used to use that. Are you the type who's like a very genuine person that people know he's very kind, very loving? My mentor is like that, Raj. Or are you like my Olympic coach who helped me for my triathlon and marathon? Tough, take no prisoners. Like a David Goggins, he'll train you until you puke. Or are you a little bit like Dan Pina, bad words, insults? Or are you like me, tough? Eventually, you'll find people who admire that and like that. So be likable in the sense, be genuine, be strong, be the type that a person would say. Number 10, be the best of what you can be. You can't be the best at everything. You can be the best at be one thing, two things. Like, for example, you can't be the best at English and Hindi and maths and physics. Yeah, in the school, yeah, you can memorize. But you get it. You can't be, like, for example, Michael Jordan was the best at basketball. He tried baseball. he put the same amount of intensity. He used to say, I used to swing the bat until blood used to come out. He never achieved anything in baseball. He was good at basketball. Floyd Mayweather is the best at boxing, or marketing himself as the best at boxing, but he has a record. I don't think he'll survive in karate. I don't think he'll survive in powerlifting. Gordon Ramsay is a chef. He's a best chef. I don't think he would be the best at, let's say, racing a vehicle. You get what I'm saying now. You can be best at one thing. Now, I'm not asking you to be the world's best, be an Olympic, be, Michael Jordan or Bruce Lee or fine. That's an elusive goal. But ensure that you are the best at what, to your capacity at least. I know that's very subjective. It's like someone who's fat, who cannot run more than 1 kilometer. And she's saying, my best is 500 meters, even though she can push for one. Doesn't matter. Keep pushing every day. There's a sub point that I give you this. Consistency, daily consistency with discipline. Not perfection, not greatness. Daily consistency. Little bit every day. You'll get a muscle memory and you'll become better and better. This guy's name is GSP. He's a MMA fighter. Google search his name. George St. Pierre. His style of training, as per his coach, GSP. Let me give you the coach's name. GSP coach. Is Firas Zahabi. Yeah. His GSP's, he was GSP's coach. He's retired now. GSP is retired. He said whenever GSP used to come to train in the gym, he wouldn't make him go all out 100%. He said he would make him do 60%. Why? The body wouldn't break down, there'd be no injuries, and he could do it tomorrow again, then tomorrow again. So the more he did it, the volume, the better he got. Unless, of course, there was a fight coming up. But he would do it every day. I follow the same with my gym workouts. I follow the same with my YouTube videos. I follow the same with my learning. Every day if you do it now, it'll become not just a habit, it'll become a lifestyle which you cannot live without. And that will make you the best. So if there's that fat person who can run 1 kilometer, I'm not saying push one until you collapse. Give your best for that day. There are times when I go to the gym, it's like, oh man, I can't do it. Yeah. I give that little bit for that day. That's enough. All right? That's point number 10. Point number 11 is this guy's name is Malcolm Gladwell. Read his books, his work, amazing. When he came out with this book, what is it? Outliers. Malcolm, I'll give you I forgot which book. Malcolm Gladwell. He's a Canadian journalist and author. The books he wrote, the books I loved was Outliers, then The Tipping Point. Those were the two most amazing books I read. One of his, I don't know, I think it's an Outliers, where he said, if you put 10,000 hours into any particular skill, chess, running, anything, painting, you'll become the world's best. Provided you put intense. I'm not talking of that kind of, intense. Switch off your phone, no friends, nothing. Focused work. He has given examples of chess prodigies, of maestros on musical instruments, Olympic athletes, hockey players. He says, by the time they reach their 20s, the reason why they are the world's best or the highest paid is because they started at the age of 3. And then he came out with this 10,000 hours principle. I took it to heart. I was like, okay, I want to be the best. I'm going to put 10,000 hours. Obviously, 10,000 hours, if you actually calculate how many days, let me just check on Google. How many days is 10,000 hours? It's around 416 days. You'll be like, oh, only? No, non-stop. This is non-stop. So if you put, let's say, 1 hour a day, it'll be 10,000 days. Uh, how many days is, how many years, right? How many years is 10,000 days? So if you put 1 hour a day, it'll take you 27 years, man. You get what I'm trying to say? Put in that many number of hours. Only then you'll be good. That's why I keep posting 3 hours. 3 videos every day. By the way, those of you who keep admiring, oh, his skills to speak and this and that, amazing. Oh, what people don't know is I have the talent of speaking, the big mouth. I practiced 8 to 12 hours every day. Seriously, 8 to 12 hours every single day. 8 to 12 hours. Let that sink in. Practicing public speaking loudly, 8 to 12 hours. For a 7-minute speech, I would practice it for 1 year in advance. From writing, scripting, talking, movement, eyes, body, language, 8 hours practicing one thing every day for maybe years and years. That's why today I can speak like this. That's why I told you, 21 hours non-stop. If you put 10,000 hours, you will be good. Put 10,000 hours. Don't fall for the bullshit. Oh no, there's a shortcut, and you need to be work smart and not hard. Yeah. Try telling that to Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and all these billionaires, Warren Buffett. Yeah, work smart, not hard. Sorry, I don't subscribe to it. And I'm not bothered to convince you if you think otherwise. Number 12. This one's interesting. When you play a video game now, if you've played a video game or even mobile game, every time there's level 1, very easy. Level 2, little harder. Level 3, little bit more harder. Level 4, keep going through every level, it gets harder. And if you play these video games where you have a boss, where every stage there's a boss, you need to kill the boss. Every stage the boss gets tougher and tougher and tougher and tougher. And at every stage you have to keep upgrading yourself. Okay, I'm playing this game, which is Boom Castle. There's a soldier who has to shoot the enemies who are coming. So there are different upgrades. There's his gloves, I can upgrade it. There is his armor, his helmet. I can put magic powers and keep increasing the power. Then his boots, then maybe his physical health, regeneration, then his attack. He throws metal something, like bombs, or he throws lightning or magic. And then there are these side heroes. And every time I get a little bit of money, I can upgrade one guy. First, it is easy, 50 gold coins, virtual, then 100 gold coins, then 200 gold. So they keep making it tougher and tougher with the boss, and you need to keep spending more. So that's the challenge of upgrades, because yes, you succeeded with the previous boss, but the next boss is going to be even harder. This is the same thing with life. You will keep having the next challenge even harder. The next boss will come to fight with you even tougher. And if you have not upgraded yourself, or you're not upgraded the right power, you'll not survive. You'll die. So then you need to come back alive and try again. Same thing with life. Only thing with life, if you fail, it's very, very painful. Ask someone who earned millions in the stock market or whatever and invested and got it down to zero. It's not that easy. Life doesn't give you some second chances. Ask a guy who's in a racing Formula One car or NASCAR, has an accident. You can't come back and say, okay, restart. In a video game, you can. Or boxing, a guy fights and gets knocked out, his bone breaks. This guy, his name is Sage Northcutt, young guy in his 20s. He got hit so violently you can see it, it's a fight which is there. He got so violently hit on his face. He was supposed to be the next wonder of the world where mixed martial arts was concerned. He got hit on the face, it fractured, broke his entire face in 7 places. His jaw, this, that, everything broke off. You think he was the same guy when he came back? So be careful. So the point that I'm giving you in point number 12 is keep upgrading yourself, increase your powers, invest in the right areas of your life, because the next boss that you'll face will be even tougher. And in real life, maybe you'll not get a second chance. So be careful. The bigger the risk, yes, the bigger the reward, but the risk can destroy you. Point number 13. I remember this example. Leonardo da Vinci. I don't know, it's an urban story, urban legend kind of thing. One day he was painting the famous church, no? Basilica or something, yeah. And the guy came in and he's searching, where is Leonardo? He wanted to call him. Leonardo shouted, hey, he cried out, Leonardo, where are you? And all that. So I'm paraphrasing. Huh? He said, I'm here. And he looked up and there he was right at the top of the ceiling of the cathedral. And he's like, what are you doing there? He said, I'm painting. So he was like, painting what? He's like, nah, there is a small few areas here which are not proper. So he said, wait, I'll come down. So when he came down, he inquired, like I told you, I'm paraphrasing. It seems that some parts, the painting that was on the wall, parts of the hair, parts of the skin, he had to do touch-ups. And it was so small, he had to put his face like this and he had to do it this way. Now imagine the guy's on the ground. He's looking meters up. And obviously you can't make out. Forget the hair. Some of the characters you can't make out. He said, who the hell would know that? Like, what the hell are you doing? Are you gone mad? Like, why are you climbing all the way? You're not a young buck. You're climbing all the way up there and you have to position yourself and do for hours and hours. He's like, who the hell would notice? His answer was, I would. Now, I'm not Leonardo da Vinci. I wish I could say I was. But here's what you do not know. Okay, one second. I'm just taking this water, this soda. Here's what you don't know. You see my videos, right? I'm pretty sure you must have seen my videos and all that. Okay. You click on the video. Have you noticed the thumbnails? I make them physically. Okay? The thumbnails. I'm not saying that they're perfect. This is what you don't know. Just for a photo, you must have seen my reaction, like, the face. Now that is one. Do you know how many photographs I have to take for selecting one photo? Sometimes I do it non-stop for 15 minutes. I have to take 20, 30 photos and check each one. Okay, that's one. Second one is what photo to put beside in front. You know the font? I zoom on my screen, zoom it where it has to be in line. Now imagine you're looking at your phone. Do you seriously think you're checking how many pixels is it off? 1 or 2 or is it aligned? Nobody cares. I can say it. Have you ever checked the description? I'm sure 99.99% have not read it. Do you know how much effort do I put into writing a description? You must have never seen the tags. Do you know how much of thought goes into putting the tags? I'm not saying that I'm doing the greatest job in the world. Yes, I can subcontract it to someone else, but I'll not do that. I want to be good at my job. I'll not give any AI, whether editing or anything else. But the point I'm trying to make here is the attention to detail. Nobody knows. Nobody cares. I don't think I'm going to get a single penny. In fact, if I were to put a ordinary thumbnail or a thumbnail with a mistake, most of the people would not care. I would not earn even zero point zero 0.01 fill extra. But that is my standard. I follow the same policy with my client, with their resumes, with the work that I give them, my training, mentoring, coaching. They don't know what I know. They don't know how much is there. I can give them, like, for example, if there are 5 hours of training, he wouldn't know if I give him the full 5 hours. He wouldn't know whether it's 4 hours. He wouldn't know if it's 1 hour. He just knows he paid me. I can play around. I don't. So when you put that kind of integrity, that kind of, those ethics, when you put that level of obsession where attention to detail is concerned, you're doing yourself a favor, nobody else. Forget the money, forget the whether people noticed or not. Like Leonardo said, I noticed. Okay. Point number 14. It kind of piggybacks with the previous point, attention to detail. Um, most of my clients, they just know me from my YouTube channel. They know from the value that I give them. What they don't know is, okay, I paid them money. How would Loy be? Would he be good? Would he be average? Would he be amazing? They don't know. What they're not aware of is, after I give them what they paid me for, this is the part that they're not aware. I go extra. I never tell them this because I don't believe, and it's not good. Don't give them high expectations, and then they'll ask you the sun, moon, and stars. That's a human nature. But I make sure when I give them a service, I go a little bit extra. Little bit. I don't have to. Nobody has asked me. They wouldn't notice because what you pay is what you got, right? Is there any complaint? Let's say you paid me for 1 hour to do the work. I finished the 1 hour. You got the job. Why should I give you extra? It's like you went to a restaurant, you ordered, let's say, chicken tikka masala and one naan or two naans. He gives you a chicken tikka masala and he gives you two naans. Finish. But what if he goes out of his way to give you an extra complimentary dessert? What if he goes out of the way when you're eating, he gives you a free salad? What if he gives you, okay, even though you ordered chicken tikka masala, here is a side dish. Let's say a prawn cracker or a crab, some cutlet. You'll be like, hey, wow, man, thanks. I do this with not everyone because people have a tendency, like I tell people, if you give caviar to a dog, the dog, whether you give him a bone, whether you give him, half rotting skin, meat, you give him a $1 snack, and you give him $100 caviar for him, I'm elite. So I give it only to people I feel, not who will um, give me back extra or money or a tip, but those who will value it and those I know will use it. If I know someone is a bum, it's like having a kid and you give them 30 years of your life to put them in the best schools, or 20 years of your life, best school, colleges. And then when you ask them, how's your father? Nothing, man. He just did his job. Just like that. Point number 14 is go beyond the extra call of duty. In your workplace, do the same with your boss, your colleagues. Maybe they'll not pay you as extra salary. Maybe they'll not give you a bonus. But the day you're gone, the day you're not there now, they will forever remember you. Point number 15. I'm known, or rather, I'm very infamous for this. In my WhatsApp groups, I have this tendency to kick members out. I kick them out. It can be for any reason. It can be disrespecting someone. It can be acting like a pompous prick. It can be showing off. It can be whatever. I call it more like these are cancerous cells that grow and multiply. Try keeping good apples and one rotten apple or two rotten apples with many apples. It'll spoil all of them. I have followed this same principle with my relatives, with my friends, with my clients, with my colleagues, with everyone. If someone is toxic or negative or is dead weight towards my goals and my dreams, cut them off. Life is too short to have these kind of individuals. So make sure whatever decisions you take is also based. Like people ask me, Loy, why don't you get another child? Yeah. Sounds nice, no? Your daughter will have a brother to play or a sister to play. Who your father is going to spend time with them. Your parents are going to send money. One child you can send to a good college. Two children, unless you're very rich, then you can afford. But forget the money. Let's assume you have the money. You know the time, the effort, the patience to give 100% to one child? There are some people, I'm not saying there's nobody, there are some people who have 4 children, 6 children, 7, even people with 2. But you can ask them how easy it is. Oh, or how challenging it is. Ask them. Having this one child with ADHD is enough for me and my wife. I'm obsessed with my work. She is obsessed with giving her the best. I asked her, if we have another baby, can you manage? I'll give the money, but I'm not going to be involved. I'll be same. She said, no, I can't take. Sounds good. It's like you're not having a pet. If you want to know how challenging it is, have a pet, adopt a dog in the house. It's poop, it's piss, it's all that you have to clean. Okay? Plus feeding time, plus giving it attention. Now have 2 dogs. You'll come to know how much more. Then have 3 dogs. Keep having. I'll write and give you. It's not that easy. So when a dog is so difficult, man, I have guinea pigs, I have sugar gliders, I have these small animals. Even them, the amount of attention and focus and is bloody crazy, man. Even their apples or their fruits or cleaning their cage of the poop and piss and their smell and phew. My wife literally spends 2 hours every day in the morning just cleaning, only cleaning. You can imagine the effort. So the point which I was trying to make is about cutting cancerous people from your life. And the reason I bought this kids and all that is not that they are cancerous or toxic. Don't make any decision that holds you from doing your job or your duty or focusing on what is your calling in life. That is why there are so many people, especially women, once they give birth to a child, they have to say goodbye to their career or their glamorous, public life. Especially women. I can manage only one kid. So number one, cancerous people out. I have only time and patience for my customers and clients. Freeloaders, I give a fuck because I know my value. Anybody, whether it's my WhatsApp group members, friends, colleagues, relatives, or suppliers or service providers. You're toxic, you're out. And I will make every decision that, if not enhances my goal, at least doesn't pull my goal down, like having an extra child. I hope this gives you a little bit of insight. Point number 15. Cut out the cancer. Hmm. Point number 16. Tom Peters, I think, is the father of management. Tom Peters. Tom Peters is the father of, I think, business management. He's known as the father of this thing. He's one of the most, his greatest book is In Search of Excellence and a Passion for Excellence. He's old school. I don't know if he's alive. I think he's dead. He's one of the best. He's alive? Oh, he's still alive. He's 82 years old. Oh, goodness. His education, Stanford, Cornell, Severance School. He's a legend. He's a legend. Seriously a legend. So he said, uh, be a brand of one. Now, what does he mean by that? I'll give you a simple. I'll give you the name. Think what comes to mind. Apple, Emirates, Gillette, Nintendo, Microsoft, OpenAI, ChatGPT. So I give a few names, right? Yeah. Now, let's assume Apple tried to come out with the car, right? Is Apple known for its computers and tech, or was it known for cars? You know, this guy, BIC pens. They tried to come out of all the strangest products. They tried to come out with some ketchup or something. Bic, a pen. They tried to come out, I think, with razor blades. A pen. Just imagine if Gillette comes out with the um, sanitary pads for women. It doesn't match, right? The image, Gillette. Or let's say Nike, which is shoes, basketball shoes, Michael Jordan. Nike comes out with the, let's say, kitchen utensils. Nike kitchen utensils. Strange, right? So in the same way, if I say, let's say, Avis or Avis rent a car, or what is that? Uh, Hertz rent a car. I don't know if they're still around. Um, Once you violate the brand principle and go to something else, people, they'll just feel funny. Like, for example, let's say Mike Tyson was known for boxing. Can you imagine Mike Tyson cooking classes? That is what happened. Why do you think Hulk Hogan, uh, Wiz Khalifa, and all these celebrities, they tried Hulk Hogan, I don't know, chicken like KFC, or even I think some others are like Shaq or something. They try to come out with burgers and all that. They all failed. It doesn't work. You represent a brand. Don't try to get into something which is not meant. It will not work. It's very rare. Unless, of course, you have dedicated your whole life to it. Apple, Microsoft, Nike, Google, Heinz tomato ketchup. Can you imagine Heinz uh, bathroom cleaners? So what Tom Peters said, be a brand of one. Loy Machedo, tattooed guy, atheist, strong opinions, foul mouth, tough taskmaster, personal branding. I stuck to that. I never put suit and tie. Can you imagine me without tattoos? Can you imagine me being a Bible preacher or Muslim preacher or, Hindu, whatever? Can you imagine me being, please, I would like you to subscribe to this channel. Guys, come on, you have to support me. Go fuck yourself. What brand are you? What do you represent with your name? How do you stand out? Are you the typical, like everyone else, wearing a shirt and a tie and decent goody two shoes? I'm not asking you to tattoo your face and be a foul mouth. No, create your own. Andrew Tate is his own brand. Ben Shapiro, his own brand. Candace Owens, her own brand. Um, Even wrestlers, Bret the Hitman Hart, Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, each one different. Mike Tyson, different kind of boxer. Floyd Mayweather, different kind of boxer. Canelo, a different kind of boxer. Apple is a different feel. Samsung has a different feel. OnePlus Pro, nothing phones. Each one is different. Try to stand out. Just think Apple, clean, white. Samsung, colorful, foldable. Oppo, green. Realme on another phone, nothing transparent, see through. All right, figure out your brand of one. Next one, money, 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 money. Money can make you or break you. They say no, but here it's not about making and breaking. I've seen quite a number of people when they achieve success, they obviously want to diversify their portfolio, invest in different things. This is the problem. They start getting into things which are not meant for them. You remember in my previous example, I gave you uh, Hulk Hogan got into movies. He's a wrestler, but he could try to get into movies, and that didn't work out. He tried to get into fast food, Hulk Hogan chicken, and this and that. Obviously, merchandise, shirts, and this and that is fine. Then he tried different other things like gyms and all that. All of them, whether Arnold Schwarzenegger, whether Sylvester Stallone. You remember Planet Hollywood? Google search. All the celebrities try to come together to make it a kind of a brand. It didn't work out. Now, why did they do that? They wanted to make money through their fame. This is what influencers do, like Andrew Tate and all that. Okay, buy my meme coin. That Hak2 girl, she created a podcast with Hak2. She created a uh, company. She created a merchandise. She created, you know, different. She tried to branch out and maximize. Why did they do it? More money. Why do people invest in meme coins or crypto? Why do people invest in whether business or partnership? Because they want to maximize their returns. I totally understand that. Investing is a long haul journey. But here's the problem. In the quest to become rich fast, because we live one life, fear of missing out, FOMO. Oh, it's going to shoot up to the moon and all that. People suddenly diversify. If you had only one thing to do, you can put, it's like having one child. You put all your resources, everything focused on one child. But now if you have two children, you have to balance it out. So you give out of 24 hours, 12 hours here, 12 hours here. I'm just giving an example. Or suppose, let's say 8 hours. You give 4 hours here, 4 hours here. Before it was like you could give full 8 hours. Now you have 4 children. 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours. You have 8 children. 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. You get what I'm saying, right? So the more things you put your hand into, the more it takes your focus. That is why I don't want to get into partnership. That is why I don't want to take out any other brand. That is why I don't want even 2 channels. I don't want just one. And understand this, why people do that is for more money. It is the money that drives them. Money to invest in a restaurant, partnership, venture out into new things. And many people forget the core reason who they were. Money goes to their head. Trust me, it has gone to my head. And then you are made to pay the price. And when you pay the price, it's a very bad thing. It's very painful. Haq Tugal, no? She cheated her audience by introducing a meme coin. Logan Paul. I mean, he didn't have to do that. He was already worth like 10 million, 100 million, whatever. But he wanted 1 billion. So he cheated his people by introducing Crypto Zoo. You know, even Gary Vaynerchuk, they also came out with meme coins. Even this guy, the early investor at Facebook, Chamat Patiliapya, whatever his name is. I used to respect him a lot. I used to think he was a nice guy. He also did all this. I'll tell you what is the exact thing that he did. Chamat Pa. Okay, venture capitalist. He is known as is famous for SPACs, special purpose acquisition companies. He knew that he was playing with the loopholes. He did it. Why? Because money. And he made 100 million, 200 million, whatever. So I'm not saying you shouldn't focus on money. Focus. You want to focus on money? Focus. But if it starts driving you, if money drives you, then it'll take over your life. I'm not saying don't earn money. I'm not saying don't make money. I'm not saying don't use money as a motivation, but don't let it become your daddy. Don't let it lead you. Don't let it become the compass by which you make all decisions, relationships, friendships. It'll destroy you. Money comes, money goes. That is why one of my clients, he asked me, how much do you earn per day? I said around $500. How many clients? One or two? I said one can be two. He said, he actually told me, you can really 100x your income. He said, if you want, I can prepare a proposal for you. You can have a team. We can merge and get people saying, in fact, you can maybe have a partnership. He's saying you will make 100x. And he's a multimillionaire, by the way. I told him no. He said, what if you get advance money, for example? I've even been offered advance money. I've been offered like $100,000 by some investor. I told my wife about it. She was like, 100,000. But I told her, money is not that easy. And once you use money to drive you, you will make mistakes. Why do you think we never hear their stories? Just check billionaires who lost everything. They like to play God. You will make a mistake. So that is why, in my case, I'm not saying become a sannyasi or become like a guru in the Himalayas and do everything for charity. I'm not that type also. All I'm saying is don't let money drive you to the extent whereby you lose your core values. I'm not talking about sleeping around or cheating people. Sometimes it'll distract you by creating 2, 3 new YouTube channels or 4, 5 business partners, or invest in that, invest in this, invest in this. Obviously, when you reach levels of being a millionaire, you need to invest your portfolio and ensure maximum return on investment. That's a different thing. Don't mix both. All I'm saying is don't start allowing money to get you ahead, the greed. That is why, the story, goose that laid golden eggs, 1 egg per day. They said, if you kill it, we can draw all the eggs. So be careful. Number 18. Next point. Do what you love. Full stop. You see my YouTube channel, 9,000 videos, 3 videos per day, 12 to 18 hours of work. This video itself is now 99 minutes. Why the hell am I doing it? Am I stupid? And how much will I make through this video? Trust me, I'm not joking. I'll make just hardly $1. Seriously, I'm not joking. It'll go 1,000 views, $1. Every 1,000 views, maybe I'll get $1. Why am I doing it? Why 3 videos? Even though it's not paying me much. Why am I sitting at 2:48 in the night after speaking for nearly 100 minutes? What do I get? Big money? No. Do what you love. His name is Seth Godin. He said, don't do it for the money, don't do it for the fame, do it because you love what you do, because it adds value to someone. You'll only understand this if you meet a teacher or a mother or someone who's passionate about his art. There's a certain degree of joy that comes from within. For me, even if 10 people watch my video, I'm being honest, even if 10, and it has helped those 10 people, like I told you, I'm not Mother Teresa. I can't do it for free. I can't do everything I do for free, but I love my work. So do what you love. Life is too short. One day you and I are going to go 6 feet under. So make sure that you do what you love. Number 19. Leave your signature behind. When you say Loy Machedo, what comes to your mind? Simple. What comes to your mind? Loy Machedo. Some will say tattoos. Some will say foul mouth guy. Some will say uh, practical, realistic chap. Some will say, talks bullshit sometimes. Yeah. Some will say he's irritating or whatever. All this, you're right. This is my signature. This is how I am. Rebel, atheist. You can put all those titles. But have you noticed something? I'm not like others. I stand out. I always used to tell people, you want to know how effective I am at personal branding? They'll say, yeah, you saw me once, you'll never forget me. Everyone will say, oh, fuck, come on, man. It's because we have tattoos. I said, even when I didn't have tattoos, I was so irritating and so obnoxious and so stupid, people wouldn't forget me. Do you know that people in my school days, they still remember me? They're like, Roy, I've seen so many people, but you stand out like a fucking sore thumb, like a pimple on someone's nose, you know? So I always had that. So I'm not saying purposely, you know, create a fake aura. Although if you want, you can do that, like Andrew Tate does. Create a fake persona, but people can see through it unless you're really intelligent enough to hide it forever. Just as Michael Jackson, Madonna, Mike Tyson, uh, or brands like Apple, Steve Jobs, or Nike, Google, whatever, they stand out. I'm not the world's best. There are people earning more than me, better than me. But remember what I told you. Saw me once, you'll never forget me. I use the same principle in my work. Every client I deal with, I make sure I leave the Loy Machedo signature. Because remember, I'm not a physicist or a scientist who's creating something totally new, that nuclear fission or something, or creating a product that nobody in the world has seen. I'm giving you the information that you can get online. Yes, you can Google search. I'm not reinventing anything. But why people come to me? Because there's a Loy Machedo signature on it. It's not just how I say it. It's not the experience I give them. It's so many other factors. So my challenge to you is, what is your signature? Your name, what does it stand for? What is that brand? And if you can't stand out, no, in a crowded market, you'll be extinct. There should be a reason why people will still come to you no matter what. Even if they are better than you, even if there are, whatever. There are, I'm telling you, there are people better than me in every way. Still, people like to check. Like when I give my views about a news or incident, you think nobody else uh, publish that, they can read the news, they can watch something else, they can go to another channel. Why they come to me? I'm not saying everyone comes, but whomsoever comes, they never forget. So leave your signature, leave your mark, your name. What does it stand for? Try telling your friends, this is my name. What comes to your mind? Point number 20. Build a brand. I was not born with these tattoos. I made them. I created them. Got them done. I was not born with the gift of the gab. I was talkative, but I improved on it. Kept improving on the language, speaking communication skills. I didn't know how to use YouTube. I didn't know what was YouTube for. Eh, articles, coaching. In every area of my life, it was something new. But I made my mark. But to make the mark, it's like cooking a dish. You have to choose what reflects your style. Are you a Chinese cook? Then you cook Chinese. Are you an Indian cook? Cook Indian. Are you continental? Okay. Are you vegan? You can't mix all and you can't be all. When I ask them, okay, you want this job, what are you good at? Yeah, I'm good at sales, marketing, admin, secretarial work, logistics, this and that. And I tell boss, forget it. You're not going to get a job. I mean, it's like saying Swenson or Baskin Robbins ice cream. Okay, we serve ice cream, plus we serve Indian cuisine, plus we serve continental, plus we serve medicines. We have a pharmacy. Like what? Build a brand. Stand for something. I've given the previous example: Emirates, Apple, Nike, or personal brands like Mike Tyson, or let's say uh, let's say, are you an action hero or a villain, or are you sexy, or are you value based in terms of intellect? In YouTube, you have Durv Rati, you have MKBHD, you have Unbox Therapy, you have different media channels, even news channels. BBC has a different flavor. Al Jazeera has a different style. CNN has a different style. The presenters are different. Even Indian, what is it, Vion or whatever. Make your brand stand out. Build your brand. Carefully choose not what is famous and popular, but what resonates with you and what you can give value. I've been asked so many times to move into when crypto was booming. Hey, Loy, start talking about crypto. When AI was booming. Hey, Loy, talk about AI. People tell me, hey, why don't you talk about politics, BJP, and this and that? Yeah, I do talk about it, only if I believe in it. Others I will not. And many times, some of my opinions, people don't like. Muslims don't like when I bash them up. Christians don't like when I bash them up. Hindus don't like. I could be a kiss ass and be diplomatic. I'll be more popular. But I'm violating my brand. Be true to your brand. Figure out what is your brand. But be careful, because not everything can be acceptable. You can't say, oh, I like underage children. That's my brand. Use common sense. Get what I'm saying? Choose your brand carefully. Ingredients in your dish. And then stick to it or improve on it. Number 21. It's 2:57. You can see, right? 3 o'clock. Can see anyone? No one's home. No one. Whole day I'm alone. I have my gaming device, I have my computer, I have my customers, clients. I can talk from this phone or my phone, make videos here. My books are here. I lock myself in this room. My kid can't come in, wife can't come in. I don't keep friends, relatives. I live in a quiet neighborhood. In fact, I live on an island which is far from the mainland. And in fact, I live away from all my relatives, friends, everyone. It's called solitude. This place, when I taken it first, was like a forest. Obviously, I don't expect you to do that, but you need solitude, you need silence, you need space. SSS. Solitude, silence, and space. That will help you get creative. That will help you think more. That will help you grow. You'll not believe how many times I've had a creative idea or an actual solution while sitting quietly. No music on, not even the phone, just sitting quietly. Not even playing with my iPad or whatever. I have enough and more devices. Just some people, they are afraid of getting bored. I love getting bored. Because when I get bored, my mind goes crazy and it starts thinking. And then when it starts thinking, oh, a lot of things happen. You want to achieve greatness now? Solitude. I'll tell you, I have clients who are millionaires, younger than me. Same. Solitude, silence, space. Some of them even break up with their girl because it distract them. Take it from me, in today's day and age with all this noise and apps and smartphone, solitude is your friend. Solitude, space, solitude, silence, and space. Only then you will grow. Point number 22, it doesn't matter what you're offering, it doesn't matter what value you're giving. If you do not focus on giving it to your target audience. Who is your target audience? Who is? Like if you're an employee, who's the employer or who's the decision maker who would like to see your resume or who would like to meet you? My target audience. Took me time, but I found out who they were. That's why I don't care about 90% of the people who praise me or insult me. I don't give a fuck. Even if you can be a bishop or a priest, you can be a holy man, you can be a multi-millionaire, you can be the hottest girl ready to give me whatever I want, you can be a billionaire who can change my life. I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to say that I have such a big head. No. Because my target market, who's my target market? Number one, Indians. Because my content relates to Indians. It's not that I don't have Americans, New Zealanders, Canadians, but almost 80-90%. Indians, ages 30 to 40, say 50. That is the age group because those are the people who have the money. They have to earn a certain amount because I charge 237 US dollars per hour. Please now, 18th August 2025, I charge 237 US dollars, which is not cheap. There are people better than me charging $50. Good for them. And there are people who charge $5,000 also. But mine is 237. And people not based in India because Indians cannot afford it unless, of course, they're doing very well. Indians who are non-resident Indians, who are staying in the Middle East, who are staying in Canada, America, Australia, they can afford because they earn higher income. Indians living in India can't afford it. And they are men. 99.99% of my clients are men. Because it's more men who watch YouTube, not women. And working class professionals and people with responsibilities because only they are the ones who want to change. So I give you who's my target audience. Who's yours? What is your salary income? What nationality? What demographics? Male or female? What age? What category? So many things are there. Because imagine if I were to offer all these services to school or college children, or I were to give it to the people of India, even if I spend thousands of dollars on Google ads and all that, yes, I would get some, but I'm shooting myself in the foot. Without spending Zero for ads. I'm getting people because I make sure that I focus on the right audience by giving the content for free. Out of 100 people, that's the average, not 100, 1,000 people, one will be my client. And that one will come to me on my terms. Enough. So focus on your target audience. If you're an employee, make sure if you're super smart, if you're value driven, if you're amazing, and if you were to give your CV to, let's say, someone who's your age or few years elder to you, you give it to another company, that girl say, fuck man, if I give this guy the job, he's smarter than me, he's better qualified, he'll take my job. I'm not going to approve his CV. If you give it to, let's say, a group that has politics, or let's say they're a Hindu group or a Muslim group, and you are an atheist or some other religion, they'll say, fuck you, man. We don't want you. That's why when I used to go for projects or contracts, would not focus on the managers, senior manager, straight to the owner, the CEO, because he had nothing to lose. He wanted to make sure that the company benefited. He didn't give a damn if someone got replaced. Focus on your target audience and meet the right people. Next one. This one, I don't think needs much explanation, but stay grounded. One day you and I will die. Yes, Baba, you and I will die. After we are dead, it's like you sleep and you never wake up. Your computer, your phone, your gadgets, your car, your bank account, your crypto, your companies, your employees, your fame, your rewards, your recognition, your house, everything. You can't take it with you, no, when you die. And then your body will be eaten by worms or it'll be burnt. It'll be just powder. Keep that in mind. One day, and death will not inform you. Huh? It's not going to tell you. Many of us, all of us, like to believe I will live until 60, 70, 80. I stay in Thailand, Samui. Every day on this island, there's one death by accident. One death. You think those people who died, they knew it was their time? A tourist goes to a waterfall, slips, falls and dies. Guy gets smashed by a scooter or a truck. One guy got electrocuted. One guy got bitten by a snake. Stay grounded. My grandmother, who anyway I hate, but she used to say, 7 days fever will make you realize who you are. Funny thing is, in this 9 years that I've been on Samui, 4 times I was in the ICU. I was really going to die. Food poisoning, one was some allergic reaction. Seriously going to die, not joke. Huh? My wife was holding the baby and sitting there full night. When I woke up, she was like this with the baby. That time she had that. It was like I thought it was over. She took a photograph, which I shared with my group. So when you face death so many times now, and the fact that I tried to commit suicide, which you must be knowing by now. I know life is too short. I had even health issues where I couldn't walk. I had, the hemoglobin levels, which is supposed to be, I think, like 20% or 40%. I don't know the exact. It was 0.2. If I would get up and go till there, I would huff and puff, man. I couldn't carry my own body because I had hemorrhoids and I was losing blood and a lot of complications with my surgery. So stay grounded. If you have good health, when you're young, in your 20s, 30s, you'll say, fuck this. I'm invincible. Nothing can touch me. Think like alpha male and rotate. But life is different. One accident can change everything. Don't go too far. Just check. How many people are dying? Trust me, they didn't know their number was up. Number 24. People don't like when I say this, but you cannot succeed being a good guy. Just can't. If you, according to me, there are some people who are selfless, kind, loving, charitable. I've seen the most horrific sides of human beings. From my own mother who wanted me dead, who didn't give a damn. Means she didn't want to assassinate me. She didn't give a damn. She used me as an investment to get her ROI for old age. My stepfather who abused me. My uncle who sexually molested, raped me. Fuck, man. I've seen girls who I thought loved me until they would die. They dumped me. Like just like this. I don't blame them. I've seen friends who I thought would be there for me at my time of need, only to not only backstab me, date the girls I was with. And when you don't have money, I'll tell you, you want to know the reality? When you don't have money, you're not famous, when you're without a job, you'll get to see the real nature of people. Your own family members will show you who they really are and what they really think of you. And then suddenly win a lottery ticket, millions, 10 million, whatever, or 1 million. Trust me, their colors will change. So that is why for me, given that I've always interacted with human nature and I know human nature, I don't want to be a good guy. Fuck all that. Point number 25. My mentor used to say, Gabriel D'Souza, he was a guy who started off from scratch, built a industry factory where he would make 11 million turnover every year. He told me this: 1 gram, tiny speck of practical application is better than 1 kilogram of theory. What he meant to say is, you can give big ideas, you can talk big, you can have wonderful theory, big degrees. But the man who rolls up his sleeves, gets his hand dirty, and actually does practically, is much better. That is why I respect people who forget their degree, forget their education, forget their whatever. But the real experience, the ones with the battle scars, they are amazing mentors. The ones who are born with a silver spoon up their ass, who only give theory, big, whack, whack, whack. Especially today's generation, which I hate. Seriously, I hate them because they have OpenAI, ChatGPT, Wikipedia. They think they know everything. Oh, you need to work hard, smart, not hard. Oh, you need to have a balanced life. Oh, I don't want to go to the office. I want to work from home. Uh, they think being smart, OpenAI, ChatGPT is better than wisdom of the ages. I'm sorry, but as long as you're human, not machine, emotions, feelings, you're conscious, that cannot be replaced. And that takes maturity. Even having the right girlfriend, doing the right thing, knowing when to use your anger, your emotions, your feelings, how to deal with depression, how to deal with excess money and easy success. All that takes experience. That is why someone with more experience, it's like having a Yoda versus a young Anakin Skywalker. Number 26. This one also you might disagree. My mentor Murad, who has been my mentor now nearly 25 years, he used to always follow this policy. In fact, he never told me this, but he showed me this. And he never told me, look, I observed. He never made any noise, never informed anyone of his goals, of his achievements, nothing. He was very quiet. You do something, you'd achieve it. He would not tell anyone when he was pursuing it. And even if he failed, he didn't tell anyone. Even if he succeeded, never told anyone. I never knew most of his achievements were so close to him. Now compare and contrast that with like a Mike Tyson or a Conor McGregor, who's an MMA fighter, just sees videos, trash talking, or look at Andrew Tate, big noise and big shouting. And in the world of social media influencers, they flex their car, their designer wear, their handbags, their watches, Ashton Hall, that another guy, their physiques, they will show like this, and they'll show the babes, and they'll show the jets and the uber luxurious cars, the clubs. That's all nice. But you know what I tell people in my group? I said, okay, you showed me all this. Have a look at Warren Buffett. Have a look at Mark Zuckerberg. Have a look at Jack Ma. See what they wear. Not designer wear. I know. Then they'll say, hey, they are not social media people. Yes, you're right. But making you understand something here. There are two ways how you can show off, or two ways how you can display your success. Why do you think I wear this old shirt? This is, I think, 6, 7 years old. I'm not saying I'm at the same level of those. What is his name? Like Warren Buffett. No. Oh, please. Not point 10 zeros, 1% of him. But I follow their principles. I like that. You'll be surprised to know. Once upon a time, I was very much like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Conor McGregor. Muhammad Ali was the right guy. Yeah. Has to challenge people, shout at people, scare my opponents, psychological warfare. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger used to do that before a bodybuilding competition. Google search this. Arnold Schwarzenegger, psychological warfare with Frank Zane. Arnold was a big guy. Those days, the biggest bodybuilder. Frank Zane was one of the smallest in frame. But Frank Zane was a master at presentation. If you Google search Frank Zane's posing, it was like a small but aesthetically beautiful god. He was that perfect. Abs, everything. He knew how to pose. Arnold was big and bulky. He was massive for those days. But when Arnold wanted to win, he would always make noise. He would always charm people. He was brash. He was like a politician. And when they were supposed to pose, like the judges would say, okay, show me front double biceps. So everyone's showing like this. So Frank Zane was zoned in. And when he was asked front double bicep, he would do his posing. But what Arnold used to do is, instead of focusing on him posing, he would, just go to Frank Zane and crack a joke, make him laugh. So he would lose his focus. He would laugh. And then when he would laugh, he would show. I used to do this. I used to practice psychological warfare with my contestants in public speaking and all that. I used to kick them out of their game. I used to make them scared. I used to go talk to them, stand in front of them, and oof, I don't even want to get them. Maybe I'll make a separate video on this. I can, for hours, for at least 1 hour, that much content. Did I win? Yes, I succeeded. Did I piss them off? Yes. Do they still remember me? Oh, I'm the most notorious character because I has to literally stalk them to find out what they like, don't like, how they dress, how they move, everything. But through my mentor, I found out that this doesn't work. Best example I'll give you, Logan Paul and KSI. He came out with the brand Prime, and they completely disrespected and destroyed um, the reputation of Gatorade, Pocari, uh, Under Armour, all the sports drinks. They were busy making fun of them while promoting their drink. It worked short term. People are laughing and, oh, your sugar content is bad, your electrolytes is pathetic. But today, he's lost 90% of his shares. Long term, it doesn't work. And that's something I learned in a hard way. I won the short term. Then I made so many enemies, so many. They ganged up together. They manipulated the system to destroy me. Had I kept quiet and done my thing, yes, I would have jealous people, but I hurt a lot of people in the way. So less noise. Just do it. Number 27. You better have a strategy, a game plan. You want to go from A to B, you need to have a plan. I used to always say, just go with the flow, man. Doesn't work that way. Like someone who is participating for a bodybuilding competition, a race, a triathlon. You can't tell. You'll never hear them say, I'll take it as it comes here. Ironman, the most difficult race in the world. Ironman. You swim, I think, 2 kilometers, or I think 5 kilometers you swim. 42 kilometers you, no, then 100 kilometers you cycle and 42 kilometers you run. These are not professional athletes. These are normal people who aspire to do that. It takes people almost 10, 15, 20 years to get ready for that. You think they're just saying, I will just eat whatever you like, do how much ever training. No, you need to have a plan. Whether it's your business, whether it's your brand. Yeah, market is unpredictable, totally agree. But you can't live like that. You have to have a strategy and game plan. That is why I say get yourself a mentor who's experienced in the industry that you want to jump into and have a mentor there. If you want to improve your character, go to someone you look up to. If you want someone who is tough, who you admire, pick their brains. If they're a relative, your friend, spend time with them. Or if it's someone professional, then pay them. But you must have a strategy and game plan. With my clients, when it comes to their career, I tell them the same. You're going to have a strategy and game plan. I may not tell you everything, but we are going to work that plan with deadlines. That's the only reason we achieve success. Others, no way, man. If I were to just go with the flow, no way. 28. You cannot succeed without sacrifice. I'm sacrificing some things. The holidays. In fact, wait, let me give you a better example. Michael Phelps, now, the most decorated Olympian of all time. Michael Phelps. I think he has 20 medals. Wait, let me just Google search. Michael, M-I-C, Michael Phelps. How many medals? How many medals? Michael Phelps has 28 medals, 23 gold, 3 silver, 2 bronze. No one has close to him. If you see one of his photographs, his arms are like this. So all the medals here, all the medals here, all the medals here. 28. Here he came to give a talk with another motivational speaker. And the guy said, oh, it's such an honor to meet you and all that. And he said, okay. So I just want to ask you, how did you achieve all that? Just how? What is it that you did that nobody else could do? And Michael Phelps said, just simple words. I never missed a day in training. And the guy was like, uh, what? I'll repeat again. He said, I never missed a single day of training. Saying, that's it? Saying, no, you didn't follow what I said, did you? I said, no. Birthdays, anniversaries, religious festivals, parties, nightclubs, friends, nothing for be 7 years, sorry, not 7 years, 12 years or 15 years, however long he took part. Just imagine, say, for example, uh, 10 to 15 years of your life. Don't go take a single holiday, no friends, no family, no parties, no girls, no guys, no TV, nothing, just training. Not a single day rest. Non-stop, only training. Not even going out for fun. Can you do that for 10 years? And that also, every training is the best. Not a, hey, today we'll do training. Okay. No smoking, no drinking, no eating wrong food. Just work. Can you do that? Right now it's 3:30 in the night, 3:22. I've spoken for 1 hour, 35 minutes. You don't think this is a sacrifice? I'm not going to get any money for this. Number 29, and possibly the last point. Enjoy the journey, not the destination. I'll be happy when I marry her. I'll be happy when I get 100 million. I'll be happy when I finish building this house. I'll be happy when I become the CEO. Well, that's good. If an Olympic athlete will be happy when he wins gold. Okay. But what if you don't win gold? What if you don't end up getting married to her, that dream girl? What if you don't achieve CEO position? What if you don't get 100 million? What if you die few days before your retirement? Like you're waiting, I'll make 100 million, then I retire, and you die few days. What if you build the house only to get a stroke and get paralyzed? Now you'll be living in a house, your dream house, paralyzed. What if you get married to the girl, your dream, work hard to win her heart and all that? And once you got married, finish, she is no more. We have just one life, You and I don't know when we are going to die. That's why every single day, every single day, enjoy what you do. I told you, about that rich client of mine who told me he can 100x my revenue. Believe it, he can. If I team up with him or if I follow some of his steps, because he knows a lot about this e-commerce, online marketing, whatever. But I told him I'm not going to enjoy it. Yes, I earn less money, not as much as someone who earns $5,000 a day or $10,000. There are people who are my clients earn $10,000 more. Some even earn unbelievable amounts, millions per month. I'm not joking, millions. And they're young Indians staying abroad. I told him I can do that, but I'm not going to enjoy it. So what do you want to enjoy? I told him, I like to play my video game. I like to go to the gym. I like to just sit, relax, eat a nice meal and watch a movie. He said, you can do that. No, I do it every day. I told him. Every day. I waste, so-called waste, 6 to 8 hours or 4 hours or whatever time I get into doing all this. I told him, I make these YouTube videos, which sometimes take 12 to 14 hours a day. It doesn't pay me anything, but I love doing it, even though it doesn't pay me anything. Like I told you, 1,000 views, I'll get just $1. But I love to do it. I don't do it for the money, man. I never knew YouTube paid money. I was doing YouTube all these years, thinking there's no money. And even if they stop paying, I'll still do it. Enjoy the journey. Because you and I don't know when it's going to be our last day. And like I told you with the previous example, so many people on my island, they die every day. One person dies. Road or accident or something. People die. Airplane crash, car crash. You can check Instagram. Oh, accident, smashed, bomb, or some shooter. You think those people knew they were going to die? You think they didn't assume that they're going to live until 50, 60, 70, 80? You think a person who gets married actually believes I'm going to get divorced? A person who starts a business actually believes I will go bankrupt and my business will fail? In fact, people who get the gold medal, is only one, right? One gold medal in the Olympics. Do you know how many people participate to qualify? More than maybe 100,000. 100,000. You think each one of them doesn't want a gold medal? You think each one of them doesn't believe? You think each one of them doesn't train and sacrifice with money, effort, time for a gold medal? Imagine how the guy who got silver feels while running the race. 0.01 second is the difference between a gold medalist and a silver. And maybe the guy can never compete again. That is why I say enjoy the journey. And given the fact I had brushed with death more than 4 times, try to end my life. Life is unpredictable. Enjoy the journey. That's why I have my goals. Yes. One day, daughter will finish college. We'll have a house. We'll have a property. We'll have this. We'll have that. I'll retire with millions of them. Yeah, fine. But I'm also prepared that if today was my last day, right now, if I was told by the doctor, today's your last day, I'll look back and say, I enjoyed every day. As I had fun. That's the essence of life. And that's why I made this video. It's not the money. It's not the fame. It's a journey. I don't know if you watched the video till the end. I really don't know. But if you have, my only request to you, but please don't lie. I request you. Just let's have that integrity, honesty between us. I want you to type out the timing of this video where it finishes. I don't know after editing. It says 1 hour 42 minutes. It might be 1 hour 43 with the intro. I want you to write that I watched the whole video. Whether you watch 1x, 2x, whatever. Remember, it's not a competition to watch the video, but I like to know that you watched this whole video. I would be surprised. But like I said, save this video for later on because the points that I shared here are priceless. Good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. It's me signing off. You guys take care.